Hello and welcome to ESLTeacherDiary YouTube channel. I am so excited to have my first conversation with my first caller. My name is Joy. I'm from America. And can you tell me your name?
Hello, Joy. My name is Julio Santana, and I'm from Brazil.
Julio, or let's say it correctly, Julio from
Yeah,
Brazil.
Julio from Brazil, but you can say Julio or Julius like you want. Right?
Okay, great. Thank you. It's nice to meet you. I will work on my Portuguese accent. That's for sure. All right.
Right. It's nice. It's nice to meet. Or I'm sorry. It's nice to meet you too as well. Right?
Right. Thank you so much. I am so excited to have a conversation with you today.
Yeah, me
So,
too.
yeah, so let's jump right in. I know you chose this article here from Engoo, which is one of my favorite um,
Yeah.
ESL links. Has so many topics and things that we can use here to practice speaking English. So, would you like to read this article first, and then we can have a discussion about it?
Okay, let's do that. I'm excited to do that too. Right.
Yes,
Oh,
great.
here you are. Rent rent an island in the Maldives for 80,000 a night. 80,000, right?
80,000, that's right.
Okay, that's too much money.
Yeah.
All right. Exercise one, vocabulary. Um, Piers,
Mhm.
a precious stone that grows inside in the shell of an oyster.
Correct. So let's say pearl.
Okay, pearl,
Pearl.
pearl. Okay, pearl.
That's much better. Great.
Great. And like an example, I have some pearls in my jewelry box,
Yes.
and the bride is wearing a pearl necklace.
Yes.
The next one, vil, I don't know.
Villa.
Villa. Okay, it's like Portuguese, villa.
Perfect.
A home where people stay on vacation. As an example, we had an entire villa to ourselves in Bali,
Bali.
Bali. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
The next one, residence. Residence. Okay. A large and impressive home. The residence has been sold to a very uh,
Wealth. Wealthy.
wealthy buyer. Great.
Mhm.
Negative, showing no evidence that a condition or substance is present.
Mhm.
The pregnant.
Substance.
All right, substance.
Perfect.
Okay. The pregnant test came back negative.
Pregnancy.
Pregnancy. All
Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
Quarantine, to keep a person away from the other people for a period of time in case they are carrying a disease. We'll need to quarantine for 2 weeks when we get back to our home country. And the last one, border,
Hmm.
an official line that separates two countries, states, etc. This wall is the original border between Scotland and England. Oh, there. Okay, you can't cross the border without a visa.
That's right. So, Julia, do you have any questions about anything here?
And I think that that's okay for me. That's okay. Yes, that's okay.
Okay, if any questions come up later, feel free to ask anytime.
All right, thank you.
Hmm.
So it's my turn to read this article, right?
Yes, if you would like to.
All right, let's do that. Rent an island in the Maldives for 80,000 a night. As the world continues to deal with the coronavirus pandemic, people are being told to keep away from others to stay safe. So, why not keep your distance by renting a private island in the Maldives? Of course, it will cost you 80,000 a night to stay there. The Waldorf
Correct?
Astoria in the
Hmm.
Maldives opened its Taifushi, the private island, in January. Taifushi means pearl. Oh my gosh, sorry, Pearls Island in the
That's
language.
okay.
Pearls Island in the language of the Maldives.
Very good. So it's pur-l.
Pearl,
There you go.
pearl.
Right.
Okay. The island has space for 24 people to stay with a 3 bedrooms bit villa, a 2 bedrooms villa over the water, and another 4 bedroom residence. There are also 5 pools and guests can enjoy a number of oceans activities. Uh, the island is easy to get to by boat or airplane from the international airports in the capital, Mayo. To be allowed in the Maldives, visitors must take a coronavirus test up to 96 hours before they leave their home country and have a negative result.
Mhm.
Unlike many other countries, tourists do not need to quarantine when they arrive in the Maldives.
Very good. Let's say result.
Result.
Hmm.
Okay. Result.
Yeah,
Great.
great.
Tourists,
Tour,
tourism.
tourism.
All right. Tourism.
Hmm.
Tourism is an important part of the Maldives economy. According to the country's Minister of Tourism,
Tourism.
tourism,
Tourism.
tourism,
Hmm.
tourism.
Perfect.
1.7 million tourists
Tourist.
travel. Tourists.
Uh,
Tourists.
tourist.
Right.
Yeah. Hmm.
Traveled to the island nation in 2019. It had to close its borders because of the pandemic in the late March 2020, but was on was one of the first countries to open them again, letting people return for July 15th. There have been over 17,000 coronavirus cases in the Maldives, according to the World Health Organization. About 50, 150. Oh my gosh, how can I say this number?
I was letting you try first. So let me help out. It'll be 550,000 people.
Okay, 550,000 people
Mhm.
live in the country. I'm not good with numbers.
That's okay. All right. Do you have any questions about this article before we discuss it?
Okay, let me see a little bit more.
Take your time.
How can I say in English this crazy name, Itafushi? Because in Portuguese I can say Itafushi, or there is a correct pronunciation in English or not?
Well, let's both consider the fact that this is not an English word.
Oh, yeah.
And also, I think, well, it's not a new word in the Maldives language, but for me personally, it's a new word, just like it is for you. So I think your pronunciation is actually better than mine. So we'll just keep it that way. I think Itafushi, yeah, Portuguese way of saying it.
I see, I see. That's
Yeah,
good.
we
It's
can
good
go
to
with
hear.
that. Hmm.
So, okay. Um, I think that I got it. I got this text. It is very interesting to me because I was looking some profiles in Instagram,
Hmm.
and there is a very famous woman in Brazil. She's very rich. She's
Hmm.
a businesswoman,
Hmm.
and I was looking in her Instagram, and I saw that she was spending time uh, about 1 week, I think, in Maldives. She's
Hmm.
pretty rich, and I think that she can do that. I'd like to go there. I'd like to have this opportunity to spend at least one night there, but it's too expensive.
Right, right. It's a beautiful island and it's too expensive.
Yeah, that's it. But that's okay. We can keep in these activities, right?
Okay, sounds good. Would you like to answer comprehension questions or should we jump into the discussion questions?
Uh, okay. Let's jump to discussion questions. So what do you think about it? That's okay
I
for you?
I'm okay with that totally. So, yeah, I think you just shared some of your thoughts about this private island. Did you have any more thoughts that you would like to share, Julio?
Okay. Firstly, it's some place that I really would like to visit because it looks like it's very beautiful. But there are a lot of luxury, right?
There's a lot of luxury, or it's luxurious.
Luxurious. Yes, it's luxurious,
Hmm.
and uh, maybe it's one of the destiny that I would like to go.
Hmm.
But I didn't know that it's too expensive. I was thinking about that I could spend, uh, maybe $10,000,
Hmm.
not 80,000. That's too much money.
Right, right, right. It's a destination, right? Um,
Destination, okay.
yes, and I agree with you. I think that before the pandemic, many people obviously were able to go there. And yes, you have to pay a good amount of money, but it was not $80,000.
Yeah, not at all, not at all.
Right. And I think this is only for that particular private island, but you can still go to the Maldives, just maybe not the private island.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. Maybe it's cheaper, going not the private island. I got it. Okay, okay.
Yes, because I want to go there too. I won't be able to pay $80,000.
Yes, yes. I needed to win the lottery.
Yes, maybe. Okay, so if you were a multimillionaire, would you consider spending a few nights on the island?
Oh, of course, because it's very beautiful. I think that I would spend my money doing that, you
Mhm.
know, having some nights there.
Right. So this is my own question, but what are some activities that you would like to do there if you go?
That's a good question. Maybe Um, maybe watching TV at the room. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just it's a joke. But you know, I don't like very much to dive. Dive, it's the name, right?
Yes, if you want to go underwater, deep in the water, that would be diving. Hmm.
Diving. Yes, I don't like diving very much. But I think that I bet I should do it a little bit to see some fish, so see some animals in the water. You know,
Hmm.
maybe a diving activities or stay at the pool and eat a lot. This is the type of activities that I really like to do. You know.
Yes. So I think you might be talking about snorkeling. Snorkeling is when you swim at the surface of the water and you put your face in the water with your snorkels on and your face mask to see the
Oh.
beautiful fish and turtles and coral reefs.
Yes, that's it. Snorkeling. Yes, that's the
Mm,
word that I was trying to remember. That's it.
yes, snorkeling is nice.
Oh, great.
Okay, so tell me, what's the nicest accommodation you ever stayed in?
Uh, Good question. I'm not a person that's traveled all the world, you know. I just have some little trips in my life, but in my honeymoon,
Hmm.
I went to Natal in Brazil. The name
Mm,
of the city is Natal. It's in the Rio Grande do Norte state, and I stayed there for 1 week, a holy week, in a very famous resort in Brazil named Ocean Palace.
okay.
So it was a very nice accommodation in front of the beach, in front of the beach, and a very beautiful beach, by the way, and with a lot of pools. So I think that it was my nice accommodation.
Okay, your nicest accommodation.
Nicest. Okay,
Mm,
nicest.
right, right. The best one. Okay, well, yeah, I've never been to Brazil, but of course I really want to. And I know that a lot of people, or many people, know that Brazil has beautiful beaches and resorts. So I'm going to write down Natal. I have to take notes, and for all the viewers, now we
Oh,
know where to go.
I bet you like it a lot. You love
Yeah.
it, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. So I will definitely be looking up Natal to see if I can visit.
Right.
All right. So, what island nations would you most like to visit?
um, Maybe Hawaii. Hawaii, right?
Hawaii. Yeah.
Hawaii. Okay. In
Yes.
Portuguese, it's pretty different. We usually say Hawaii, you know?
Wow, that's really different. Hmm.
Yeah, that's Hawaii. Yes, I'd like to visit there. I don't know why,
Hmm.
but I already watched some movies in Hawaii, and I bet it's a good place to visit. You know, I'm not a surfing man, but I'd like to go there.
Yes. Well, I've only been to Maui. I know there's more than one island there, and I've only been to Maui so far, and I definitely recommend, Julio. So
Okay.
whenever you can, run to Hawaii.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm definitely learning from you too. So thank you for teaching me about, Natal and how to say Hawaii in Portuguese. That's very interesting.
You're welcome.
Yes. Okay, that's why I love having ESL conversations, by the way, with you. And Anybody else who calls, you're welcome, no matter what your level is or what's your background. Let's have a conversation because while you're learning English, I'm also learning a lot too. So I want to encourage everybody to join. Okay, let's move on. Could you see yourself living on a tropical island? Wow.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure because I really dislike seafood dishes, fish, shrimp, right?
Uh-huh, correct.
Fish,
Seafood. You
shrimp.
dislike seafood. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, seafood.
Uh-huh.
And in my opinion, I don't like it. Uh, but I think that I could get along with this type of food and really living on a tropical island,
Mm-hmm.
uh, in the beach, and you know, um maybe it's better living there in a tropical island than living in a stressed city with a lot of traffic every day, driving and having a lot of problem the city, the big city.
Right?
So maybe when I get retired.
Yes, yes. When you retire, when I retire. Yeah.
Okay, when I retired, that's it.
Yeah, when I retire, I maybe can move to an island. Yes.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, so usually you can say, maybe I can get used to eating seafood, or maybe I can get accustomed to eating seafood. We usually use the word get along with when we talk about our relationships with other people.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. I got it. So I can say I I I can get used to it, right?
Yes, exactly.
I can
Exactly.
get used to it. I can get used to seafood and get along. It's like get along with my mother-in-law or I'm joking. My
There you
mother-in-law
go.
is very kind. I really love her. I really love her.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, that's a common thing. We all
Yeah.
need to get along with our in-laws. So, so you're good. But yeah, I did understand what you meant, so no problem there.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. All right. Would you rather live near the beach or have a pool, like a swimming pool?
Oh, I'd like to have a pool. I think that it's better to live near the beach because um, I think that beach, it's not something that you will like for the rest of the life, in my opinion. I mean, uh, usually there are something good in the beach, but something bad too, like too much hot and the sand. It's not good in all the time, in all the experience. So I think that having a pool in my house, it's better to just have it fun a little and then take a shower and stay okay,
Right? Right? Yes, everyone has different preferences, right?
Yeah,
So what's good about the beach, right? What's good about the pool?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, what are your favorite water sports or activities? Do you like any?
Um, yes, I like swimming. I practiced swimming when I was a teenager, a
Oh,
lot of years, about 3 or 4 years, I think. And just swimming, I think that's my favorite water sport. I know that there are others like volley, water volley,
Hmm.
but
Maybe that would be water polo,
water polo. Yes, water polo.
right?
Yes,
Mhm.
that's it.
Yes. Okay, that sounds
All right.
fun. Hmm. All right. Do you prefer to relax or do lots of activities on vacation?
I really prefer relax.
Hmm. Yes.
Relax and doing nothing, watching TV or going to the beach and just relax. I don't like to do a lot of activities on my vacation.
I prefer to relax and do nothing. I prefer relaxing and doing nothing. Yes.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yes. Sounds good. Now I was just going to say, sounds good.
All
Sorry
right.
to cut you off. Is there something you wanted to say?
No, no, no. That's it.
Sounds good. All right. Which of the countries you've been to would you like to visit again? Do you like to travel, Julio?
Yes, I really like to travel,
Mhm.
and I'd like to come back to Uruguay.
Mm.
Uruguay, it's really beautiful. Montevideo, in
Mhm.
case I went to Montevideo a couple of years ago, and I had a really good experience with the food, with the place, and driving in some highways there. You know,
Mhm.
going from Montevideo to Colonia del Sacramento,
Mhm.
and it's really beautiful. The road, the highway, so everything there is beautiful. I really like to go there again.
Wow. Okay. So you really want to go back to Uruguay. And let me write that down. Let me take notes. Once again, I'm learning from you and all the viewers. Let's go to Uruguay if we can, of course.
Yes, if you had the opportunity to go, that's a great, great place to visit. Very beautiful.
Yeah, I would love to go. And today we have so many travel restrictions, so might be hard, but one day.
All right.
All right. So if you could only vacation in one country for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
Uh, Good question. I I'm not sure.
Hmm.
That's
Um,
a really good question. Maybe in the I don't know maybe in Cancun or some island in the Central America. I've heard that it's a good place to visit or to live. Maybe in Cancun.
yes, I do agree with you. I think the Caribbean or Central America has so many beautiful beaches and islands that many of us may not be aware of. I know I wasn't aware of them until I was aware of them. so,
I see.
so yeah, I think that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Okay. Well, do you have any questions, Julio? Feel free to ask me any questions too if you want to ask me the same questions that I'm asking you.
Okay, all right. For now, I don't have any questions. I think that uh, this this article it's very very good to read. But I really love this experience talking to you in this way, right? We are living, and I really love it. It's new for me. I've been trying to improve my English every day, and I think that I found a good way to do that when I get in your channel for the first time. I really
Uh-huh.
love it, and I'd like to do it more times.
Wow. Well, I'm so grateful and thankful for your call too. And I'm glad that you found this helpful.
All
And
right.
yes, I really look forward to speak to you and speak to many other people. And thank you for watching my first video and responding and reaching out, emailing and taking the invitation. And here we are talking. So that's simple, guys. It's really easy. So please call. I would love to speak with you. Thank you so much, Julie, once
All
again.
right. Thank you, Joy. I hope see you soon, right? Thank you very much for your time. And that's it.
Perfect. I hope to speak to you again soon, too. Thank you, Julie, and have a lovely day.
For you too. Bye, Joy. My pleasure.
Bye.